What up, guys? Top of the morning. We starting off. Head to work. Welcome to the Slow and Steady Trading YouTube channel, where I believe I found a way to trade while working a full-time job and doing it slow and steady. When I mean slow and steady, when you get on YouTube and you get into trading, the first thing you can come across is these people getting these big moves. You know, I do this, I do that. You know, I get this big 100% pre-market mover, jump in, buy, sell, whatever, which is fine. And my goal is slow and steady. So if I get 3% on the day, that's good for me. So let me cut to the chase. My goal is to show y'all how I'm gonna grow my account, which is about $600 something. I'll take a look here in a minute. Day by day, while working a job where you don't have to watch your stocks and be in and out and be sweating and be panicking. Okay? My goal is do the same thing every day. Whether it's good or bad, as long as you do the same thing, at the top of it, you're gonna come out good. You're gonna be positive on the month. Right? So that's what that's what we're looking to do. And I'm not gonna get into strategies and all that just yet, but the goal is to get in something that's going up slow and steady every day. When I say every day, I mean it's gonna be a swing trade. You're gonna find in the morning and pre-market a trade to get in, or you the night before, and just ride it out the whole day. Because what I noticed in the market, I think it's situations for what you're trying to do in the market. Whether you're a day trader, where you jump in and get out, what they call that, scalp trader, swing trader, or you want to put your money somewhere for a year, for a month, for a week. It's a scenario for every kind of way you want to play your money in the market. You just got to know how to be in the right place for that scenario. So when I got on YouTube and got into trading, you kind of get caught up in the people that YouTube, the trading people that YouTube puts in front of your face in the algorithm. All these people with the big subscribers and all that, and making millions and all this money and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. But that could kind of be a fantasy for the average everyday working person. And I fell into that trap because they tell you, you know, let's see what's up in pre-market. And mind you, I'm just doing trading. I'm not talking about options and all that, because I don't know nothing about options. I'm talking about just basic something you can do without having, you know, a whole bunch of experience. Like I say, I'm on my way to work right now. I can't quit my job and trade. I'm not there yet. Right? But you get caught up in all these big people, and they're telling you things like, I need to see value. Need to see value on the stock. It pushes up to this and more, pushes down to that. You came in with plenty of volume. So let's talk about volume first. That's good and all, but and I got stuck in that, and I figured out people wait for all this volume, especially pre-market volume, to get into a stock, support and resistance, or just breaking out, breaking down, whatever. And I got caught up in that for years. And then I said, why am I waiting on value? I need to be there when the value comes. I think by the time a stock pops, drops, or whatever, it's already too late. It still might have something to go. But as an average person that, you know, you work hard for your money to put into a trading account to try to learn this, you need to be there before the volume there. And that's why I figured out that I just need to look for a setup every day. The setup is telling me, I guess we call it price action. I don't care if a stock has 20K, I'm getting in it. Because by the time that stock is up to a million shares traded, I'm already been there. So once I figured that out, and you know, if it has a spread, now not the crazy spread, but if it has a spread, fuck it, buy that spread. because you want to be selling once that spread closes. That means because the volume is there now to have a tight spread, right? So that, and trying to do a full-time job, and you trying to watch all these hot moving stocks, that ain't what it is. Not for my lifestyle, which I imagine is a, average lifestyle right now, right? So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna pick my stocks, show you my accounts every day. And this is just an introduction, my first video on this channel, because, I have a lot to say about it, but I'm not sure if I'm articulated the way a lot of people articulate it, but you're gonna know where I'm coming from, you feel me? Okay? So, let's get into the strategy a bit. And this is gonna sound funny. I'm gonna tell you, my trading style is gonna be unlike probably any other you've seen on YouTube. I buy a stock in the morning, and I'm not gonna sell it to the next morning. Because if somebody can play a 5-minute candle, 10-minute candle, 30-minute to see what happened, you can do that on a daily chart. It go up today, I sell tomorrow. And just do that over and over. That's all you gotta do. Now, like I said, I go to work. You see I'm driving to work right now, so I can't sit on YouTube 9-something in the morning and showing all these strategies and showing you what I'm getting in and getting out of and getting in. But what I can show you is what I did after it happened, whether it's good or bad, and share, the progress or lack of progress, right? So my trading style is I use TradingView, and you're gonna see once I get to the screen shares. I use TradingView, and TradingView has, which is glorious to me. If you pay for, I think the premium version, not the first level, but the second level, you have the ability and I'm not really dropping gems, as they say right on their website, once you just look at the packages and all that stuff, you have ability to put a whole, I don't know, I think it's 1,000 stocks on one watch list. You can have many watch lists. And then you could put an indicator, not an indicator, but an alert on the entire damn watch list. So I just build a watch list, and you can set the alert off of whatever indicators you like to use. I don't care what it is. Whatever indicators that you use to signal what you need to signal, or whatever. So you can have, for instance, I take a whole pre-market list, put it into that watch list, and set my alert according to my presets I have on my TradingView. Now I just wait, get my alert. Okay, this is it. Look at it real quick. Bam, buy. No need to think about it. Now, the thing is, getting your setup on TradingView as far as your indicators for what you want to add to your watch list, that's on you. It's on me, but I say that's a strategy, and maybe I should add the other day about what I use to trigger the alert. But I mean, it's a tool, it's there. I guess I could be dropping gems, but it's right there on the website. So I just wait for the stock to come to me, according to what I got set up on the watch list to alert for. Sounds simple, right? But I don't I'm not saying it to look for stocks that's already up 20%, 30%. That's where the trap is at on YouTube. Every morning, ABC stock up 70% pre-market. Let's look at this. It could keep going to 170%. But it could go down to 10%. The bottom line is, it's already too far gone. And that's the hardest thing to learn. I guess we call it FOMO. But once you come up with a style, you have to be at that stock where nobody's looking at it, and you just trust your setup to know that you will get paid. I don't care if it's 3%, as long as it's up. And the way that I do that, I swing it, like I say, because I work a job. I can't be in and out scalping, which actually works for me because you save on your day trades. Look, if your money was in the 401k or whatever, IRA, whatever you got, your money's going up and down every day. The fact is that you're just not looking at it, you're not tracking it, you're not monitoring, you don't know what's going on. So you got to have that kind of setup that you can manage. Now it goes up and down, but it's not wild swings like you independently trading stocks according to what your pre-market is looking like or whatever's up 200% today or whatever. But it goes up and down. And you can have your own little personal 401k that goes maybe up and down 3% today, 2%. Oh, you had a lucky day. Yesterday a stock went up 20%. That's why I said it's slow and steady trading, but it's going to be money. Right? And I think that's where you need to be. And then as that account grows and your money getting big, you'll make faster money because you got more to put on. Now, like I say, my strategy is going to be probably like nothing you see on YouTube. They say only play with 10% of your account. You got $1,000, don't play with no more than $100. No. I got $600, I'm going in with $5. That's how, how confident we is in what we're doing, because we actually in a good spot where you got more chance of going up than down. If you go down, I'm down today. But you just got to stay in and do it every day. At the end of the month, you're going to come out profitable. Everybody can't, have a home run every day. But just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to make it home. It might not be a home run, but you're going to make it home. All right. So that's another thing. And starting, and people tell you with these accounts, right? And mind you, I learned this over the years. I've been doing this for years, on and off. Just messing with stocks. There's something about it. I might take a break, but something about it, I can't leave it because it's always, I'm not going off on a tangent. It's always a thing. If you figured it out, you kind of almost figured out freedom. As long as you're in a society that's ran by money. Even if you're not rich. Look, I make $30 a day. I'm happy. That's where I'm at right now. Maybe when I get further along, which y'all see, because this is just the beginning of this, I'm like, hey, that's a tank of gas today. So let me get into starting the accounts, at least from my opinion. These people that tell you, only use 10%, don't put all that in your account. Or you need to have all your debt paid before you even start the trade. Look, it's bullshit. Paper trading, that's bullshit too. I tried that, but it was no emotional attached. I was taking $100,000 trades just because the account, I got $2 million in it in a paper trading account or whatever. I started with $100. You don't even need $100. You can even do a low as $40, but let's say $100. And every stock you play will be $20 and under. So you could buy at least maybe 2-3 shares. When I started, I just needed to see my own money go up and down. That's why paper trade wasn't working. So I put $100 into my account and stayed with stocks that's under $20. So on the day when I was up this 80 cents, because I only bought one share or whatever I'm looking at, I was proud of that. Not proud of it because I made the 80 cents because the money was growing. And I know I could scale. Or I'm upset because I lost $1.13 today. Because I'm only buying 1 share, 2 shares. I just need to see my money going up and down. Whether if it's 2 cents or if it's $2 million. Because it was some kind of attachment knowing that it was my money and not the paper trade money, but it's not a bunch of money. Like I say, if for instance, if you only got $40, stay with stocks $10 and under. Maybe keep yourself a little cushion. You still can pay stocks $20 and under if you're buying 1 share at a time. Not because the stock might not be $20, just stay under $20. You can find these stocks that's $1 some change, even what they call penny stocks, under $1. Right? So that's how I built up I guess the emotional side going into trading by using my own money. But these people tell you need a bunch of money. Now, back in the day when you had all these commissions and all that kind of stuff, maybe you needed more money. But it's free trading on all these platforms, right? So don't let nobody tell you all your debt got to be paid, or you got to have $2,000, but don't play with no more than 200. So if you buy 1 or 2 shares or whatever you're looking at, the stock could be down 100%. Okay, I lost $1. Not saying you're just blowing money, but you're gonna be upset that you lost the money, but it's not gonna, it's not gonna put you in the shelter either because you lost $1 on the trade, right? So that's that. So I ain't gonna run the video on too long. It's just an introduction to showing you how I'm gonna do this, and things will get clear as we go along or whatever like that, right? So let's see what the market holds today, and I'm gonna come back. Or before I do that, let me show y'all, I guess, what we're working at, where we starting at with the account, okay? Then I get into more of that other stuff. All right, so here's the account. This is Schwab. So we have $680. Like I tell you, showing y'all my progress. We gonna go through this together. So nothing major here. Just $680. That's where we at right now. And Friday, which let me see. Today is November 24th, 2025. If you're looking at this. So Friday we bought D now at $13. Is currently sitting at $13.35. So we're up $10.82. Like I said, nothing major, but slow and steady. And this one was slow. And last week was kind of, I say Thursday, Friday, the market was kind of down. It started to come back Friday, but it was rough at the end of last week. So that was that. All right. So the stocks we was looking at though for that Friday, because it's Monday now. So we're looking at D now. This is what we got D now at $13. A little late to the party on this one, but that's where we got that. I typically like to play these breakouts once it reverses down here. Usually on that third day, you get like a breakout, and you got a lot of typically support around the area around this last candle where it turned that dip at. Now also looking at GDOT, we're looking at it now. It's up 20%. In pre-market right now from Friday, but I had DNOW on my watch list. It was here, which it only did 1.96%. So it was slow moving, but it looked like it's doing the move now. So that's probably one I wish I was at. Would have been up over 20%. And see this little dip right here, and usually on that, let me see, about that third day, you'll get a little breakout. So, like I said, this has been working out for me. Like you see, I was only up $10, but that's positive for me. It's slow and steady trading. You need to comment, you need to like, you need to subscribe, because I'm about to put y'all on, right? But the game is to be sold. I'm just telling you what's going on right now, okay? Another one was Herbalife, which came out pretty good too. That had a 24% day. Look at it, and this is the daily, so you could have got in and just ride it up. Just ride it up every day. And you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. This candle right here usually be a down day that went up. So you can say the move is kind of starting right here, but this is where it's kind of resting, right? So, and then we got the SPY here, which I just leave the SPY here because on my watch list, because it just gives me kind of like a view of what the market's doing, how it's doing. See, this Friday kind of reverse. Like I was telling y'all about that probably a Thursday, which was 11. It was on the 20th. Market opened and went up real good. Well, actually gapped up, but came all the way back down below the previous day. So that was kind of rough. But basically, so that's it. So like I was telling y'all, this is like like a little pre-market list. Just build you a list and put it on there, and let your trade come to you. So we're gonna see how the day goes. The market's not open yet, and I'll come back with the recap. Y'all comment, subscribe, and like the video. All right, so wrapping up the day, we up $4.92. Real slow day today. D9, we had this from Friday. Went up a little bit more today before I sold, so made an additional $9.92 on that. The CTMX, currently at $3.97, bought in at 402. So I guess you could say kind of a sideways day. Not nothing major, but like I say, it's slow and steady trading. This just ran all day while I was at work. And so let's look at the chart. See what we got here. So we had two picks this morning, which is CTMX. It didn't really hold the gains today. So that was right there at 402. We'll see come pre-market, maybe it'll go up a little bit more, then we can sell back. But the other one, which I wish I was in, but we always can wish, was ADUR, which had a good day, like a 16% day. So that's it for the day. We'll be back at it tomorrow and see what the market holds. Y'all comment, like, subscribe. I holla.